Welcome to the council. I'm Isaiah. I'm the voice behind the videos, the social media guy.
I'm Wyatt. I'm the commissioner and founder, 3-time MVP, 2-time champ, and all-time scoring leader in 3A basketball.
Partial liar.
I'm Landon. I am a former player before the merger.
I'm Elijah, and a former player and a possible new player. We'll see.
Landon, you want to talk about the league?
Oh, yeah, so like little introduction to our league. We play on 8.5-foot hoops. It's a 3-on-3 league, and the court is a little shorter than a standard basketball court. It's also thinner, so we don't have corners, so it kind of makes our court unique. And then we also have a 4-point line, which we're ahead of the game.
It's so cool, the 4-point line.
I just want to say, guys, don't take this for granted. You're looking at the Mount Rushmore of 3A basketball. Am I right or am I right, guys?
You are, yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
and where am I going with this?
You want to talk about just like when you started the league? You want to talk about that
All
day?
right, yeah, it was a rainy day, and my dreams were kind of down, and I was a little sad, a little under the weather, and I was with my boy D-Block, and I was like, what can we do to bring this community together? And it just struck me that making a 3v3 basketball league would be cool. Called up some of my best buds, and we got it together in about 4.5 hours.
What community were you referring to?
No. Yeah. To bleep it out. Oh my gosh. Do you want to talk about the dunking or the merger? I'll let you say the merger.
The merger. What's the merger, guys?
The merger. The two leagues.
Okay. Yeah, basically, D-Block came up with the name Duncan Cribs Basketball. It started to we had 2 strong seasons. Never had like the popularity we have now, and so we went with a rebrand. This guy came up with it right here. A rebrand. This guy came up with it right here. And then when we got that rebrand, that's when things really started to take off. And now look at us. We're at like 30,000 followers on Instagram. And thanks to this guy right here.
It's been an interesting month.
It has been the best month of my life.
We really
here.
took off in that in a 1-month span.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So with the rebrand, like we kind of equate it to like the ABA and the NBA merger. So the ABA, the records still kind of stand from the ABA. So all our Duncan Cribs like history is still there, but this is kind of our reset, like our season 1 for the 3A. So we kind of will refer to some of the old stuff from Duncan Cribs, but this is a fresh start for the league. Okay, so some people were kind of in the comments were like talking about like why did our name change from the 3BA to the 3A? In our original post, we were the 3BA. And so there's an interesting story behind that is so we actually found out at 3BA the league already existed back in the early 2000s. The guy who started it was named Kevin, so we were in contact with him, but his 3-on-3 league was a pretty big deal. They had some former NBA guys like Sean Kemp in it, and it was based in Seattle. So he was kind enough to let us use the 3BA name, but we decided since it was trademarked, we were going to go another direction and create our own league called the 3A. So if you're wondering why we switched the name, that's the story behind it.
Kevin is now
Whoa!
Had to add that in there.
Whoops! I'll just bleep it out. Kevin is now. Oh no, they won't know.
That was a crucial.
Only a few fans noticed that we changed our name. At least comments wise, not that many noticed.
I think the 3BA is a way better ring.
Elijah, you were on the outside of like those talks. Did you like really notice?
Yes, I noticed. You told me.
I feel like it's like it's pretty similar. Like if you're really not paying attention, you.
I was
notice.
leaning towards the 3VA because B and V sounds so similar.
Yeah, and like if you like 3v3 basketball association or 3v3
3 verses. Wait,
Didn't-
3 verses.
what is it right now?
The 3v3 National Association.
Yeah, 3VA National Association. What the crap is that?
It's
We're
just the National Association.
We're just blaming
our own name.
That's what it is.
We can say that like in case we want to like branch out to other sports, we can just like add of baseball, of basketball.
Exactly.
Of boxing.
It was really strategic by us. It wasn't because
For expansion, yeah.
it wasn't because we didn't have.
Expansion's definitely going to be in the cards, I'd say.
You guys want to talk about the future of the league?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
I mean, I don't think adding future sports is our number 1 priority, but I think we
I would say
definitely want to
Our number 1 priority for the future of this league is a mascot first and foremost. Because I feel like that's what's going to bring the energy and the boom.
And
5 big booms.
what should the mascot be?
A toucan. I think we all agreed on a toucan or a raccoon.
Toucan? Or what?
Or a raccoon.
I thought you said raccoon.
No.
Speaking of raccoons, just watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Rocket Raccoon's backstory was really sad.
That movie was terrible.
I keep messing up the cameras.
Hey, it's fine,
Alright.
man.
All right.
We're new
just
to this,
We're just getting started.
Yeah.
Let's get this party started.
Okay, so can we get a vote, toucan or raccoon?
I don't think maybe we should let them vote on it.
All right, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Dude, when have they ever made a good decision? They decided to add a 4-point line.
Whoever decided to add that 4-point line, that was a
Crazy.
good idea.
That was unhinged.
That was crazy.
That was this man.
I don't think it had anything to do with the name that it blew up. I think it was just a very good video.
Oh yeah, it was not. It had nothing. We just
So,
have the coolest concept.
How do you
there
get your
is.
voice ready for those videos? Do you like down like a lot of water and like really moisturize your throat?
No, but I do like just randomly practice it when I'm walking around,
Okay.
like because I have to film.
You do a great job,
Our
man.
3v3 league is blowing up.
Our 3v3 league, it's like it's not quite that.
Our
animated.
3v3 league is blowing up, is what I said in the last video. I like that one.
That was my
was
least
a-
favorite script.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah, I
like
like
so.
That was good.
Yeah,
That one blew up.
we had a winning formula with that first one, so I had to use
Yeah,
the intro
you did.
again. And then we've blown up every video since.
Yeah.
Is what?
I don't know about that. The first video was blood cold, but the other ones haven't been up to par.
Oh yeah, it was
The
good.
second one was good.
The second one
Yeah,
was
it
the
was
worst
alright.
one.
Well, I think it just got the most views. 'cause
Well,
it
the
was
second one
after-
wasn't the worst one. You want to elaborate that on on that, Landon?
The worst one? I can't even remember. It was like
You can't remember, dude?
no, I do remember. I remember it had KSI and it was the thick of it one.
You're about to drop out of your role as
I know,
like,
but I don't remember what the content was in that video.
Well, I'm sure you remember the fart noise.
Yeah, it was Shrek, fart noises, and KSI.
Yeah,
It was just a very bad.
and
video.
that video is about to overtake our second worst video, not counting the
Oh,
newest.
so it's
one.
really moving up. It's from worst to second worst.
It hit 15,000, guys.
I don't think
You know,
that's a
people don't
winner.
understand. Like we're not getting too many views right now, but we don't have any content yet. When
Yeah,
this league starts, like we're not dead. You know, we're just like
it is unfortunate that we blew up. Well, it's not unfortunate in any
Yeah.
way that we blew up, but we don't have any content.
people are saying like you should have waited till closer to league time to start posting, but like if we did that, we might not ever again that 1 million views video.
That's true.
We
But
might never have 30.
that was gonna happen no matter what. It is gonna happen again.
we're getting
gonna happen
close to
again,
the league
but-
start. Like we're actually 98 days from the start of the season. Do you guys want to actually release the day?
Are we about Elijah? Why don't you say the day?
I have no clue what's going
I
on.
believe
Uh,
I think it's May 17th. It's on a Monday.
Was
Is
that
it
a
is it
joke?
The 19th?
19.
It's a Monday. It's either May
You know the
17th or
date.
19th. I know it's 98 days away, so
98. You guys do the math. This is not
This is
coming out the day we filmed.
this day, yeah, it's what is it? It's February 10th, so 98 days after February 10th. It's on a Monday. All the games will be on Monday nights.
Easy enough. I'm pretty excited. You guys want to release the total amount of teams we're having next season?
Yes.
This season?
Good.
Go
This
ahead.
coming season.
As of now,
Yeah.
we're trying to do 12 teams,
Dang.
but you know, what's
12 teams. Wow.
That's a large
but you know, if some
expansion.
players don't cooperate with what I tell them to do, they might get kicked out of the league.
Yeah, but just know we have a like a really loaded player list, and if
Exactly.
you don't want to play in the league, we're not really worried about you.
We have all
we're
trying to get
doing
this
you a
thing.
favor.
Sorry.
Saying the city.
This is a big expansion though, because last
Let's
season
talk-
in Duncan Cribs, that was our merger. We had 8 teams, and we felt like we were pretty big then.
Yeah.
And we added 12 teams.
We started
12
as-
teams is a lot because when you look at like OTE, I don't even think they have 12.
I think there's 6 or 8 or something.
It's pretty low.
Well, we started at 6, and then like the jump to 8 was like huge. It was like I don't think we can like
I
handle
mean,
this.
our 12 teams, like we're rapidly expanding. We might even
Yeah.
be up to like 16 or 20
I think-
the next season.
I think the more teams you get, like the less. It's harder to keep up with the teams. So I think 12 is like a good number for a while.
Is anyone else excited to see how we're gonna do playoffs this year? Like if
Yeah.
because I mean we're gonna have less games to stream, so do we might be in the realm of like having actual series instead of just one and done games.
It's definitely possible.
Like
but
that's what makes like the NFL so cool, though. You know, like we were
yeah, it's
talking
like,
about that. Like
it's like March
everybody.
Madness too. Like you have one
yeah,
shot.
One.
That's
Yeah, one.
that
big
is
game.
true, but it's also different when you just have 8 teams,
Yeah.
and when you're making tons of moolah off this live streams, we want to
Exactly. Dude.
load those up. baby.
Gosh.
That's not just go to 7. That's go to.
What's your guys' first
14.
big purchase gonna be with your money? I was just thinking I was probably gonna fill my pool up.
I was thinking your first purchase was going to be a podcast studio, and mine was going to be equipment. Landon's was going to be screws.
And we already made that happen.
I can't wait to I love the fact that not every team is gonna make the playoffs. It just makes every single game more meaningful in the regular.
It is a whole lot more fun, and you get to see like those teams that are like really tanking.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Wyatt.
The most competitive games are always like those fringe playoff teams, like at the end of the season. Like those games are gonna be crazy. Like I can't.
Which
wait
ones
for
you
those.
saying?
The fringe playoff teams, like where they're like 1 or 2 games out. They have a chance.
Yeah.
To
What does
win.
fringe
yeah.
mean, guys?
Like they're
Coming
right
together?
on the edge.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like,
They're there. They're on the cliff. They
Like
might
a-
jump off.
yeah, like the Lakers are gonna
Like,
be
like you're
this
like
season.
falling off your seat. And you're like, okay.
Should
Talk
we
about draft lottery.
talk about the draft lottery?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could talk about that. Do we want to? We just released a date. I don't know if we should release that one.
Yeah,
But
I
not
know that's
released a
that's
date
what I'm
on that
excited
one
for. You know, that's like our first like big move we're making. Draft lottery. Or is it?
What's the draft lottery gonna look like, Wyatt?
Draft lottery is gonna I'm gonna let this man over here explain it.
Okay, so basically,
Actually,
so
but
to decide like who gets what pick in the draft, we didn't want to just choose ourselves. So we decided to do like an NBA style draft lottery where each team has a certain percentage chance of getting the pick. So we'll put it through a simulation, or we'll draw ping pong balls like the NBA does to determine who gets those picks, and then we'll come out on stage and we'll release them one at a time, hopefully with some high anticipation, and hopefully be a good time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited. I've always wanted to freeze a ping pong ball to choose who I wanted to.
Just like the Knicks back with George.
Did they actually they cheated for sure?
It has happened before, but we're not a scripted league. We don't trade Luka Doncic to the biggest market in the NBA. We don't have Taylor Swift show up in our fan.
We have no history of sketchy trades in this.
We've not done any ever.
Crazy. We're probably like the most sketchy.
We should talk about the
ever.
old Duncan Cribs, that other league. They had some sketchy trades. You want to talk about one?
Which one? What's the sketchiest one?
Which one?
What's the sketchiest one?
I'll
break
I would
it-
say
I'll
the
break it down for
sketchiest
the
one
fans.
is when the owner created his own team when he didn't like his team, and then kicked people out of the league, added people to the league. That's not gonna happen in the 3-A. We have different ownership.
One time I was like feeling really desperate, and I was with a team that was kind of struggling. And I was like, what do I do to better myself? You know, because sometimes, like, have you ever heard that song, like, before I save myself, before I save someone else, I have to save myself?
I've never heard of it, but
Okay,
it
like-
sounds like a really good song.
Okay, yeah, it's a good song. It sounds good, Ed Sheeran. But yeah, before I basically saved the other players in the league, I was like, I got to get myself on a good team. So I tried to make a good team, and we ended up being terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's not the sketchiest.
We were called the Squishmallows.
Yeah,
We had pink shirts.
you had high potential in that team.
We did have high potential, you know.
I
Shout
hope
out to
to
Bo
just-
and Weston. That was a great season we had there, guys.
Just ended up falling a little short. Didn't have enough time to build the chemistry, I think.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Weston never play well together.
Yeah, it was awesome to see you guys scream at each other during the games.
Weston.
Weston, stop shooting! You did break the scoring record,
Dude,
though.
speaking of Weston, that's Wyatt's brother over there. We're gonna definitely have him on one of the next podcast episodes.
You probably see him on the next podcast.
Yeah, he's gonna be announced as one of the first new captains of the team, one of the teams. So
Yeah,
him
that's
on
exciting. We're supposed to post a reel about that last Thursday, so we'll see.
we're a little behind schedule.
We're always off schedule.
You know what?
Well, we never said which this Thursday we were really talking about.
With the pandemic, it's been hard. So we've all been.
It hit us hard. Like, we didn't expect how hard it would hit us, but that's why we're starting a podcast.
Yeah, we can't go back to our 9 to 5. So
I'm
we
still working.
gotta
on
make
it.
it at the podcast game.
I've got a 6-4 on Wednesday.
Talk about another sketchy trade, like an actual trade. Like, I think we're looking over at Elijah over here back in season 1.
That was one of the sketchiest trades I've ever seen.
You want to tell that story?
Start us at the start of the
Break
season.
it down for the
The
viewers.
start of the season?
Yeah, like, what happened game 1?
Okay, game 1. Well, I got the first pick, right?
Yeah.
As a captain. So I chose Landon. And in the first game, tough game with the Gorillas, I think it was. And I injure my hand. So I'm out for the season. My captain spot gets over to Landon, I think, at first,
Yeah,
right?
that's great.
And then it goes over to Soren, right?
Possibly
Right, yeah.
the worst player in the
Sorry.
league.
I turned over ownership to him.
Soren was fantastic. Fantastic guy. What happens next?
Basically, trade deadline rolls around.
Okay, yes, the trade deadline, and it was Sunday, right?
Yes.
Sunday was trade deadline.
Who's captain then? Right
Soren's
then.
captain right then. Me and Wyatt go to the same church, so we're seeing each other, and I'm like basically begging to be the captain, and Wyatt allows me to become the captain.
I don't
become
know
the
why I
coach.
did that. That was terrible.
But it was fantastic. And then after that, I got the captain spot, and I traded Landon for cash considerations and Jarrett, who
Yeah, Jarrett.
fantastic player, fantastic.
Jarrett's been traded like every season, hasn't he?
He might have. I
Some
think you got a
form of
future
it?
pick out of that too, didn't you?
Did I? I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you did end up with a pretty good team the next season.
that's true.
So the tank trade worked.
Yeah.
It did. That was a good trade.
I don't know why. Like, why did you give him the captain privileges back? Because at that time you were trying to trade for me as well. So you
Because,
gave him back.
Oh, I felt bad for the dude. He just snapped his finger in half.
And then you
Yeah,
took
I
away
just-
his captainship.
Yeah. So I was like, I felt bad. I was like, I have to give it. Like, I got to do something for him.
There was like a trade war going on though, and then you gave your competitor like a huge advantage.
Yeah, he did. I'm curious. All I've heard is it's cash considerations. Are we willing to disclose the amount?
Exactly. I don't like the word considerations. Like, I just tell us what did you pay?
No, Elijah didn't pay. He
Like,
got
what did you get paid?
It was the Gators captain that paid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Juave.
Juave. For you guys who don't know who Juave is, he's the guy in the video. He's the darker gentleman.
That's great.
You said you were gonna.
I did not think he was gonna say it.
I'm informing the viewers who may not know.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it is February, by the way. Like,
All right.
all right, moving.
How
back
much
to
was the
that
cash?
How much?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
It's
We're
still
never
under
gonna
wraps.
It was
find
in an
out.
envelope.
I bet it was $100, dude.
No,
And
I
Landon, you paid
remember
some of it,
that it
dude.
was more than that. But also, there was a bidding war between Gabe and you, because like Juave was texting
Yeah.
you and Gabe,
Yep.
and I texted Gabe. I guess I was on, because I was trying to get traded.
You
then.
were on the Shockers with
Yeah.
Wyatt and Gabe.
I was trying to get traded because our captain shot a lot of shots, and then our second guy shot the rest. So I was just.
Oh, hey, dude, but look where that got us today. We ended up beating the most
Overpowered team.
decorated team in
That's
franchise history.
Yeah.
Me and you took them out, dude.
We
So,
did.
That's pretty crazy.
Round of
Yeah.
applause to
Is
us.
that their only loss? The Gators'
Only loss in Gators.
That's
That's the only
history.
loss when I'm.
And the thing
me
is,
Juave
like,
are both on
we
the team.
didn't
They
just-
lost at Lobos.
We didn't just beat the Gators. We were kind of toying with them.
Yeah. I mean, we were just holding the ball at half court. We're like, come on,
Yeah.
come and get it.
And they tried and we blow right past them. And
I
Yeah.
feel like this is a story for another podcast.
I don't know,
It's
dude.
a good one.
I think we need to get Juave on here to set the record straight.
No matter what you guys say about the game, we'll never believe it.
It was a good game. It was a really fun game because, like, they were coming in like, we just got to trade. We might
Yeah.
actually beat the Shockers, a top
It was just
team.
fun because like we didn't have to try really.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
know.
was like an off game for us.
It's like when you're playing your little brother on like a mini hoop.
Mhm.
It's like, good try, dude.
Yeah, that's what Juave felt like. He was just getting really angry. And I was like, calm down, Juave, just relax. And he would like try to smack me and stuff.
He would.
So just so the viewers know, like in that game between the Shockers and the Gators had just acquired myself, so we were feeling pretty confident. And the Shockers were, I think they were in second place at the time. But anyway, Shockers ended up hitting a half-court shot to win the game. Its time expired, which
Well,
is
is
pretty
that-
crazy.
I mean, we drew it up and like we tried to play the game to be closer
matter-
than it was. Supposed
Okay,
to.
here. So basically, they try to act like the game they didn't try or something, and they gave up the loss. But I feel like we played really good. Like, Isaiah, do you agree?
Yeah, I
I
think
feel like we've made hardly any mistakes.
Do you remember
We shot
scoring?
me.
Yeah.
I scored a lot.
You remember it?
Yeah.
I remember.
I had over 20 points that
Didn't
game.
I score
How many
a
points do
buzzer
you guys
beater?
think you scored that game as a team?
We had like
20.
Wait, Wyatt just said he had 20 himself.
no, we had 28 points. I had over like 15 points. I played good.
It was we just held the ball because they were a
No,
little.
you guys
bit
didn't
big.
even hold the ball that game.
Are you sure?
We did hold the ball.
Yeah,
down.
that was a different shot.
Well, the other
No,
time we
the-
played you, it was pretty close for the first like
yeah,
2 or 3
that
quarters.
game was close.
That game I hit like I remember I hit
Yeah,
like a buzzer
that was the
beater
game
both
Isaiah went-
quarters
yeah, went
or
crazy.
3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no matter what they try to take
We
away
played
from us,
fourth.
dude, I'll hold on to the fact that we hardly made any mistakes and we played like with a lot of heart and intensity and we played together.
And, you know the
beat 'em.
Gators are making it to the championship, but you know who's really winning the championship and getting the fame is the guy announcing the games every time.
Exactly.
Every
yeah.
championship game.
That's me right here.
It's
guys.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
A few of my favorite quotes. You guys care if I kind of?
Yeah, just right off top 3.
Okay, number
probably.
1, with no regard for human life. Number 2, if you don't like this, you don't like Duncan Cribs basketball. And I don't want to do a third one because it was
Well, why don't you do a third
kind
one?
of awkward. Okay, I'm gonna do a third one. Unbelievable.
You guys get ready for that opening
Yeah.
day. We're gonna have camera there, camera there, camera there, camera everywhere. Maybe even one on Wyatt while he's announcing. Maybe he'll be announcing while he's playing. Opening day is gonna be crazy.
Wow.
Imagine if we get like you mic'd up while you're playing,
We c-
like the NBA does.
What if we get like one of those people that like make balloons?
coming
like,
from
face
the
paint?
tech team, I don't know if we're gonna do that.
we're talking about like being mic'd up. And you're like, we need a balloon clown. We also need that giant slide
You
off
guys,
the roof.
you
for
guys
the
remember my
mascot.
idea? I was watching like Instagram
Oh, the
reels.
slide off the roof.
Well, yeah, but that one was a
Yeah.
good one. But I had a cooler idea. I was watching Instagram reels and it was like a little kid's birthday party, and there was a video of they hired the Spider-Man and Batman character and they fought each other.
Oh,
and,
you did
and,
talk
and then
about
I was like,
that too.
if it'd be cool if we like for a halftime show we like hire a Spider-Man guy and a Batman guy and they fought.
Yeah, I do remember you saying.
I mean, it's at least doable.
I feel like it'd be cool actually, like if we get good actors or a lightsaber battle.
A lightsaber battle would be
That'd be
dope.
cool. We should do it
At least at halftime,
at night.
maybe
we turn
opening.
the lights off of the court. That'd be cool.
We'd
Dude,
have
it's
to do
already
it at
dark.
night.
Yeah.
We could do that. I think we are gonna do that actually. So remember.
I
write
am
it down.
excited. Hopefully that hopefully me, Wyatt, and Landon aren't playing. Maybe we can like announce the first game or something.
Yes.
You think we should all be announcers? I feel like we should get some announcers in here.
I mean, like, don't you think we should like the whole? We're gonna have 30,000 people that like recognize these faces, basically. I mean, because obviously everyone's gonna come from the Instagram, and they're gonna recognize our voices. Like everyone would really stay and watch. I think it'd be good. That hopefully we can lock in some sponsors by then too.
Yeah.
'Cause, we've tried with a drink company. We want an official hydration drink.
Those
but-
people are jerks.
I mean, they just have a bad team to like
Exactly.
of responding.
I know.
I can tell they're interested though.
We have have way more followers than them, and they treat us with no respect.
I know it's Instagram fan questions. We asked our Instagram with 30,000 followers. We'll keep bringing that up because it's the
It
coolest
sounds
thing we have. We ask them what we should talk about on the podcast. I think they're just questions actually.
Our photographer said, "Are you going to have a photographer?"
I think our first photographer is that Reed
Reed.
Productions.
Reed Productions. yeah, Reed. We're gonna have you out, man.
Reed, we're locking you in right
we really
now.
we really like your work, and we just love to have you out there.
for sure.
Do you think Nightmares TV will be out there, like streaming the games?
Dude, that would be here. You could do like a creepy pasta for like.
We just gave him a shout out, dude. That's
Whoops.
wow.
Oh dear.
Leave that out.
A free one too. That's crazy.
I feel like he deserves.
You guys remember that time he almost died, the clown?
I do.
That was.
I remember that real well.
It was where the basketball court is. Now.
You remember he made that combination of drinks on our podcast setup. You remember?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was crazy. When he almost died in the Sam's because he fell over.
Okay, dude. Start
Okay,
asking more
sorry.
questions. Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Who's the guy in the logo? That's me.
There's some debate to that, but I did create it, and it is me.
Okay, that's you.
It would have been so. I was really gunning for that 1 foot logo.
Yeah.
1 foot jump shot.
I figured the Gators won 2 championships. They don't need the logo.
Dude,
Okay,
that's
here's one. Big one. Oh wait. What'd you guys? Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Keep talking.
No, I was gonna say like Jerry West's the logo. Like, so it's you gotta have an all time great as the logo. You can't be an all time great until you win at least 1 championship. I feel like.
Dude.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna keep guys. Go watch the past championships on YouTube.
Yeah, they should watch
Duncan
it. That's a
Cribs.
must to watch if you want to
YouTube.
be invested in this league.
I
Go
wouldn't
check
watch.
out our last championship game. It was
They are
it was
highly
great. It was
thrilling
great.
I would skip the
games.
last one.
I would skip the last one.
Season
as
2
well.
is the real.
These two
thriller.
guys lost to him in the. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I spoiled it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay.
34-32.
Okay, here's
check
one.
It out.
Will you have teams in many states? I'm pretty far away, but I'd really like to play
We'll have one in at least one state.
from the
huh?
Travis King. Yeah,
I was thinking.
I mean, we'll definitely expand in the future, but
I would love to expand, but it's probably like a 3-year plan. Like we're not.
yeah, I
there
don't
yet.
see any type of like multi-state games this season.
What's
but
a state what's one of our first states? you
South
guys wanna
Carolina.
hit up?
favorite state.
Say a state.
Missouri.
Whoa, what's the worst?
Wow, what a great
Missouri is
idea.
a top bottom 10 state.
I mean, I could see that one happening this season. No joke.
That'd be crazy.
I was thinking, Florida would be cool. I want a beach court.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with anywhere on the beach. So Florida, South Carolina, those would both be insane.
Yeah, that would be really.
We have to answer this one because this is from our. He's our like announcer, the kid that does the announcing.
Oh, LH.
Mr. McLean.
Oh,
He made an
our
appearance.
first.
As a
He's
reporter.
been off the grid for a while, and he just
He
made an
has,
appearance. Yeah.
dude.
So Mr. Clean,
His
we need
mom
more.
I think
took away
he's
his
in it.
phone. So.
How long is the playoff series from our boy Mr. Clean? Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. Clean, for commenting.
So
and,
that's actually why I brought up. He's the one who gave me the idea.
oh, you
earlier
already read about that.
when I was saying like I think we should do
haven't,
more
we
than
haven't decided, but I would like one game because I make it the intensity is higher and like
one. That's true.
more
That-
more
that's
eyes
definitely
on just
true.
one game than spread out.
That Mr. McLean guy's crazy. Like I just remember Gavin just showing me the
Breaking news.
showed me the
Okay,
Instagram.
go
And he's
on.
like, look at this reporter. I was like,
3-8 has started. I don't.
3v3 basketball at its
Ooh,
finest. That was so good. Mr. McLean, thank you for what you do, dude. We really appreciate you. You're great.
yeah.
You
And all the fan accounts that have been popping up, like those are great.
Yeah, if you look too much like us though, try to put in like not 3-8. But I love you guys making accounts.
As you're roasting them, saying the quality's bad.
That's crazy.
Can we get a sneak peek of teams so we can pick our favorite before the season starts? From Max.
Dude, Max, my boy, we're planning
Yeah.
on doing that.
That's a great idea, Max.
That's probably gonna come out this February.
Yeah, hopefully for sure. I mean, it's definitely gonna be as soon as like the draft lottery, you'll definitely see the teams and the captains, but hopefully we'll have them out before
That's what I'm most excited for. That's like when
the draft lottery.
no, just when we pick teams.
I'm most excited for this upcoming segment, but that's keep going.
I'm most
Alright.
excited for the draft lottery.
How many
'cause
more questions
We'll
you guys
really
wanna answer?
get to see like
That's a
who,
few more. This
the
is
order of the pick.
Let's go down the line. This one with our.
You want to answer? How do you already have footage of the gameplay before the season?
You
answer that?
you go. With, oh wow, we can't really go one by one with that one.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, we talked about it. We merged over to 3A, but originally we were Duncan Cribs, and we've had two. We already had 2 seasons, so we have the footage you've seen is from the first season championship game and second season championship game, and those are great games. So those all the clips are from that, and go check those out.
Yeah, but those. I mean, from those seasons, we really only have the championship games. Unfortunately, this season's that's where the difference is going to be. We're literally going to live stream every single game. We'll have all the footage, all the stats. We're going to have actually a website
That's
with every single player and all their stats for every game. Like not just points. I'm talking points, rebounds, assists, steals, block, field goal percentage, free throw. Everything. Well, every single stat. So check it out on there. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna take some work. It probably won't come out this month. I'm working.
Yeah, the
on it.
website's gonna be at.
It's gonna
when
take
the
some
season
time.
starts, it'll be out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll be in time.
Is there going to be similar rules to the NBA?
I would say similar rules to basketball. We don't really associate ourselves with a fake scripted league
Exactly.
in any way or shape or form.
That's true. The NBA is like totally scripted, and like this is like a professional league that's not scripted at all.
There's really no rule differences, like
Just
except
4-point line,
the 4-point line and the 8.5 foot hoop.
and we don't play in a regulation court.
Yeah, the
But
hoop.
besides that, we do the draft lottery, do the combine. Like we're pretty.
Yeah, but we didn't get that from the NBA. That was original ideas.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I don't even know where we got the.
but yeah, there's no rule differences. It's not like if you dunk, it's worth like 6 points
Yeah.
or something. Or we have trampolines out there.
I think a better question would have been: is the NBA similar to the 3A?
Yeah, that's
Because we're
probably
bigger.
how I. That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. I was like,
exactly. Yeah.
There we
what
go.
are they even saying?
Okay. What is the Luka and AD trade equivalent to in this 3v3 league? That's a good question.
There's only been 2 trades or 1 trade.
Well,
trades ever. And
Was it?
We have a white young star that doesn't play that much. Wyatt, White L.
Wyatt Landon.
White young
Yeah,
star
Luka
that doesn't
Doncic.
play that much. He misses some games. That would be like trading him for
Wait, are they asking like
Duave?
one that's already happened or like
no, because
Just like
it was for AD.
Someone slightly. So like Wyatt Landman
for
for
Eli.
yeah, probably.
wait? I think they're asking like one that's already happened, like a trade that's already been
Oh.
fulfilled.
There really hasn't been very many trades.
Yeah, we
Has there
really
been like
talked
has there
about
ever been a
almost
player
every
for player trade without cash considerations?
No, never. There's never has. It's just like you never really will see one because, like, why would anyone trade a worse player
Yeah,
for a better
if you
player
pick your
without
player-
without cash being
Or
If
involved?
you pick your
picks.
players, like why would you trade them?
Yeah.
You get to pick them. So
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why really trading is hard if you don't have cash. That's kind of why like it almost has to be in there because you would never see a trade if you didn't have cash.
All right, you guys want to answer one more?
Yeah, let's go,
Let's go to the-
one more. Make it one that or the 1 or 2 more. That's I'll go down the line and answer one of these.
Okay. From Isaac, how did you come up with this league idea, and do you think you think it'll actually work?
I mean,
I think it's worked.
yeah,
Pretty
we've
good.
already had 2 seasons and
Yeah.
kind
Well,
of already touched how.
We talked about how we came up with the idea. It's just me trying to bring a small
Yeah,
town
we kind of
together.
already answered it.
But yeah, I think it's.
town was that?
I was just saying. Yeah, I think it's working pretty well. You know, just is it going to continue to work and grow is what we're wondering now. And I think it is as long as we get good
I'll
quotes
just-
and stuff.
We can just go down the line. I'll just give a reason why I think it'll work. I think it'll work because it's just like the coolest concept of all time. You get to, since it's 8.5 hoops, you get to see like the average player like yourself play like some form of pro basketball, which is like every kid's dream.
And it's just like very energetic, and you're supporting like 3 young guys that are just trying to make it. You know,
See, I'm just trying to see if White already answered this.
just help us out. Just 3 young kids trying to make it
yeah.
in post Pearl Harbor
Yeah,
world.
dude.
So yeah,
Exactly.
just help us out.
It's like the NBA but better, like real.
I thought we weren't
Yeah.
going to talk about that league anymore.
I mean, like, think about how like how many people like in the world actually get to hear their name drafted and they get to walk across the stage. Not very many. We're giving people that opportunity to get drafted to play in a high-profile league, and I really think our league's gonna take off just because of the insane highlight potential. With the 8.5 foot hoops, every single person has the ability to make poster level dunks, pretty much. So
us that aren't 5'3".
majority of our league. So we're gonna see more highlights than any other league in the world. That's for sure.
Quickly.
Oh my gosh, there's like I've already answered all of them. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, I guess we'll move on. This is going to be a recurring segment, similar to the last one. because the last one's going to be recurring as well. This one is going to be our top 3. I called it 3 for me. If you've ever been to Chili's, you know
that's my favorite
why.
meal from Chili's.
This is this segment is called 3 for me. It's just you choosing your top 3 of a certain category. This week's category is top 3 Star Wars characters, as if you were building like a 3v3.
Wow, that's awesome.
3-and-A team. Who do we want to? Should we start with the league champion?
No, let's start with Wyatt.
Okay,
I'll give him first pick.
For me, it would be General. What's this? General Grievous.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have the asthma.
Forgot about that. He is Johnny Lawrence,
because
and tell him he's done with that.
I was thinking about if he played, because he has 4 arms. I was thinking if he played basketball, he could guard up here too and out here too, and it'd be like very overpowered.
That is so tough.
Do you guys want to tell me that was a good pick?
That was a good pick.
That was a good pick.
I was expecting that like
4 arms.
one little creature you always bring up.
I mean, he's
Babu.
only gonna make it like 1 quarter before
He
he's,
might make an appearance later.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the ground like
His asthma.
convulsing, like some other player who played one.
Okay. This is a. I have no idea who I want to pick, so I'll just go with the short little green guy Yoda because he's really quick. He's gonna be the point guard of the year, dude. He
That's
can
like a
drain
bailout
threes.
answer. That's terrible.
That's the best one I think of.
can
He's
barely
he's a
walk.
veteran. He can.
He's 900 years old.
Dude, he can walk just fine. He can walk just fine. He has crazy hops, free throw line dogs every time.
Question over here, guys.
Probably.
Do you think Yoda knows he talks backwards, or is that just like? Do you think Yoda had a learning disability?
For sure. Bad at school, I am.
I told you I go.
It was just as good.
That was good.
Alrighty. Next pick.
That's crazy. Is it me?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know this exact person's name. It's like Ragnar or like something like that. It's the like creature in Jabba's palace.
The Rancor.
Rancor,
Oh,
yeah.
that's such a good
Rancor.
pick.
That guy.
Rancor.
That's my pick.
That's a solid
be a-
pick.
That was such a good pick. I was actually gonna pick that myself.
Were
I'm not
you?
even kidding.
No way.
I was, because he's like 40 foot tall.
He's Shaq, man. I don't know.
Literally, like he's just gonna put his hand over the basket and you can't score. Yeah, so that's a great pick. I guess
Thank you.
I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and go with Palpatine, like because my team is obviously gonna be like he's the mastermind, the smartest player of all time. He's just gonna break down the other team just with his mind. So that's my pick.
Okay.
We go back
Snake
to what?
Yep.
draft.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Wait, snake draft.
No. Just go
No,
let's
not
go
snake.
back to
Okay.
that.
I'm gonna go Jar Jar
Rich,
Binks.
stay rich.
Dude, that dude can jump. That dude can jump, dude. I've never seen anybody jump like him.
Dude,
So
wrong camera. He can block shots with his
But
ears.
what my thoughts were is he could jump from the 4-point line and get a dunk.
Yeah, he can fly.
So I just got like the best pick overall.
With
Yeah.
his ears, right?
Can we like
Yeah, you can
at the
fly with
end?
his
At the end, can we like put our teams up against each other and like see who's the best?
That's
I
kind of
think-
the idea, I think.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
Elijah's
it's
got
probably
this in the bag.
Dang. Elijah did have a solid pick. I've tried it. I don't even know this guy's name either. No, he got defeated too easy. I'll just go with the consistent player. He's a 30-year league vet, Chewbacca. He's tall,
Mhm.
and he can move. He's kind of like a Giannis player, I think. That's what I would say. And he's got his bowcaster.
Who were you thinking about originally?
The guy Luke Skywalker cuts off his arm. He's like a Yeti. I don't remember.
Oh, like the guy from the Hoth, like the snow planet.
yeah,
Hoth?
from Hoth.
I don't know his name.
He's
It's
not
like
quite
is it
big
a
enough.
Wampa or something.
I don't remember, but he's not big enough to choose over Chewie. Chewie's got that mobility.
Yeah.
That guy died in 30 seconds.
He's also really dumb.
Yeah,
Very dumb.
You got that. The longevity with that pick was great.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Rex. I think he's a good commander. He'll command the floor. He's probably gonna be a good mid-range shooter, which I can take that. You know, kind of like a Jimmy Butler. So
All right, that's a good pick too.
Weird comparison.
just a bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and take.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Boba Fett with my second pick. He has a jetpack, so he can literally fly. So the lobs are gonna be crazy. He's just gonna be like 60 feet in the air catching lobs.
Is that
Good.
Babu Frick's brother?
We're not gonna. What?
Speaking of, I mean, I gotta go with my favorite Star Wars character. Small guy. He can probably catch some good lobs. You know what I mean? Probably just chill on the rim. My favorite character and I think the best player we've named so far, Babu Frick. It's gonna be my third and final pick.
So you roast me for picking Yoda.
But
'cause
Babu Frick is way more talented. He saved the galaxy. We talked about this before.
he is in a movie that doesn't exist. No one even counts that thing.
How does that even make sense?
I've never heard of such a character.
It's like you guys act like Yoda did like so much, but Babu Frick literally saved the
Does
galaxy.
anyone do you count the Disney movies, Landon?
No.
Elijah, do you count
I'm
the
only
Disney
counting
movies?
movies 1 through 6.
No.
Awkward.
Okay. You guys probably would say Rey's not a Skywalker too.
She's not.
That's crazy.
Rey didn't exist. If she does, she's a Palpatine, through and through. Last pick. I'm gonna need an overall shooter, but he's also good close up. He's also really good at defense, better than he is. I'm just gonna pick Obi-Wan, Mr. Hello there himself. I for a second I thought about Anakin, but I have to go with. Go ahead, say the line, Landon.
I think you're actually the better version.
I
I
can't do it
I think
anymore.
Don't you do it pretty well, Elijah? The hello
What?
there.
What?
Just say it.
I do not.
Just say it, baby.
I do like a Trump, like hello there.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me lock it.
It's so bad.
Hello there.
That wasn't it.
I can't do
A
it.
Trump Obi-Wan
Okay.
impression. That's crazy. That's wild.
General Kenobi.
Now I'm gonna go with.
Good.
I've been thinking about this for a very long time. Possibly like a young man, Anakin Skywalker has the potential to be the greatest dark side user of all time, and the greatest of all time. And I'm gonna go with him for that reason alone.
Good.
Okay, it's
Chosen
not
one.
a good impression.
That was good.
Stop
Elijah.
gassing him up.
That was
dude.
crazy.
He does this at the dinner table. This is not good. Anakin Skywalker, greatest bird.
That's good.
That's
Dude.
crazy. For my last pick, I'm gonna go with Zam Wessel, the shapeshifter who tried to kill Padme in episode 2. So like my plan is like she's literally gonna be changing into the
Dang.
people from the other team, and she's gonna confuse the other team. You're not even gonna know who's on your team.
Wow.
That's tough.
Dadgum.
Yeah.
Sweet mother of
I guess
pearl.
that wraps it up. Like we all
That was
have
a good
complete
pick.
teams.
We did all complete teams.
Let's do a little
too.
tournament style. Me versus Isaiah.
So point guard, we've got
Babu.
Babu versus Yoda.
Babu. 100% Babu. Landon.
No.
We can all agree that Yoda.
I
wins.
don't like Yoda, and I'm picking Yoda. Dude.
Okay, so they choose Yoda. Who's your two guard?
Who's my other pick? Jar Jar.
I've got Obi-Wan versus Jar Jar. You guys determine?
In a basketball game.
Oh man, we've got the Defender of the Year, Obi-Wan
Dude,
Kenobi.
Jar Jar's
you
getting
guys
four-
have seen his
Jar
live.
Jar's getting 4
Throws
points.
up stuff.
He's
and
getting
it's going
4
in.
point dunks.
Obi-Wan Kenobi taught Anakin and Luke. He taught like
Okay.
all of the winners.
We're talking about basketball here. We're not talking about Star Wars. Jar Jar could get 4-point dunks.
Okay, you guys just choose.
This might be a sweep, really. This
No.
could be-
Okay.
this could be-
choose it.
Wait. Okay.
This could be an
no,
Obi-Wan.
J-
easily.
I know.
Okay.
Trying to like.
Grievous is my 2 guard.
I think you only pick, Grievous is your only pick that beats one of Isaiah.
Okay, Grievous
go
is my
ahead.
2 guard.
I feel like Grievous beats whoever.
Okay, then we're just gonna go.
Third. What's your
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca versus Jar Jar.
Chewie. Chewie's gonna ragdoll.
Okay, now we go Elijah
That's
versus
crazy.
Landon.
So at point guard, I've got Palpatine, I guess.
Palpatine's
Who do I
like
have at-
an old man.
You picked.
I guess Rex. I guess he will be point
Get your
guard.
mid-range shooter.
Yeah, we'll throw him
Oh.
under the bus
So-
real quick.
What? This is
Get
on
your
us.
Jimmy Butler.
We get to choose.
Wait, what? We get to
Palpatine versus Rex.
give me Rex. Dude. Palpatine was held up by like electronics.
Oh
Give-
my
give
God.
me-
What do you mean electronics?
This one's gonna
What are
be
you talking
a split
about?
decision. I'm gonna
That's
choose
crazy.
Palpatine by a lot.
That's crazy.
What?
So
What do you mean held up by
Did you
electronics?
not see that new Disney movie? The last
We're not counting that.
he was held up by the electronic arms.
We're not counting that movie.
That's
It's a
crazy.
fake
we're not talking
movie.
about
Oh,
Grievous.
my.
Okay. You guys are tied 1-1 right now.
The 2 guard,
Yeah.
I've got Zam Wessel.
I got Anakin.
Damn.
That's-
Whatever.
Anakin's probably winning.
Anakin clears.
See, Anakin, like, I feel like Elijah's team has like more talent top to bottom, but my team's like gonna be like playing, like,
Strategic.
yeah, strategic. I got
Yeah.
Palpatine, Zam, Wessel. Like we're just trying to mess with the other team. But if you got talent, like you're beating me in every position basically, because your ranker is gonna curb stomp Boba Fett.
What's the
too.
center?
Oh baby, I forgot about
The
that.
ranker's literally gonna eat my guys.
Oh yeah. Who is it? Boba Fett.
Versus
Yeah,
the
I'm pretty
ranker.
sure in
Rancor?
the show though he conquers it.
That's true. I do.
That's very
I do
true.
conquer the ranker with
Yeah.
Boba Fett. I didn't.
I'm still gonna choose the Rancor.
I agree with that pick.
What?
Yeah, Rancor.
Yeah. I think Elijah's team wins.
So is it me versus Elijah?
Mhm.
Yoda versus Rex. You guys call it.
Rex. Yoda's 900 years old. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like saying Jordan could still get out there and play. Like he couldn't, you know.
I'm gonna
Yeah, players don't have longevity
I'm gonna
these
say-
days.
Yoda wouldn't have the stamina to keep up in a game anyway.
Exactly.
Like
Okay.
he had to like run away from Palpatine like a little coward.
Great.
Okay.
That's fair.
I didn't say what year. I was talking about Prime Yoda.
I'm still picking Rex, I guess.
Pre-wars. Okay. Two guard. Obi-Wan.
Anakin.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan versus Anakin.
That's tough.
Obi-Wan, obviously.
Yeah.
Anakin's gonna just.
Obi-Wan beat him every time.
Obi-Wan beats him
That's true, but Anakin like
every time he tries.
the aggression, like.
In the TV show, Obi-Wan beat him in the.
Don't you feel like Anakin's gonna be more competitive in a basketball game?
No, let's
Obi-Wan's not gonna.
No, let's give Obi-Wan.
Yeah, it's not like their lives on the line. This is basketball.
We'll give it to.
All right, give it to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
But Ranker, come on, no one's.
Yeah, that's why you're trying to get that over with. You knew it was gonna be Chewie versus Rancor.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's Elijah easily wins.
I concede. That's so.
Right. Well,
The
that's-
Ranker was like the most powerful pick.
That was an overpowered pick. What were we supposed to do with that? That's like you're picking
I
like
didn't
a
know the
Shaq
Rancor is
Wendy.
really, or whatever the Rancor.
They're
Remember
like,
when Luke
it's the
fell into
huge-
that trap door in
Yeah.
Jabba's
In
palace?
return.
That
Oh,
Giant
like
Jedi.
that huge monsters?
Yeah.
That's not even like a character. It's like
How's it not a character?
how
It's a
could gonna hold a
character.
basketball?
You know
Dude,
what could face the
that's how
Ranker?
it-
You guys remember?
AT-AT.
For
You
defense.
guys remember the Zillow Beast from the Clone Wars? It's like a giant monster, also.
From the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's a deep
I don't
pull.
remember.
That's
the
a
Clone
really
Wars
deep
one.
pull.
I should have picked Ezra. He could have controlled you. That's Have you guys seen Rebels?
I choose like not. I don't. I try not to acknowledge that show.
Rebels isn't bad. Rebels is pretty good.
Dude, it's like whole episodes where like their only goal is to like get groceries. Like
Okay.
one of them's like we gotta go
Okay.
get that May Lou.
Yeah, that's
first."
totally fair. I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's really the whole show is just like task by task.
Yeah, it's like the Empire will send like 3 guys after him. They're like messing him up for episodes.
Yeah.
Let's send our 3 best troopers after him. And like they never send like a whole army.
We should probably stop talking about Star Wars on our
I
podcast,
was
but
like,
I really don't like Clone Wars that much because of how repetitive it is.
I love Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, the best.
we'll start next one with our reaction to growing in popularity and kind of the funny messages that were shared. I think that'd be a great
Well,
start to our
like-
second episode.
While we were going like viral, and
Yeah.
how other people were reacting.
Yeah.
the little vultures.
Oh man,
We don't
We'll
want to
get
play
it.
$20 per player.
we'll get into that next.
Are we also gonna
Shout out
bring
to
in
Mason.
a captain next episode? Are we gonna
No,
put a
third
pause on
episode.
that? Third episode. Okay.
We're gonna have to get
We'll
a
have,
chair.
we'll have Weston Duncan third episode.
Oh, we need new chairs. Do your shout out.
Oh yeah. Weekends only. If you're watching this, we could use some furniture down here. We need some chairs.
Weekend only.
What is that?
They won't see this until Friday though. Okay, they're not open.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Whoops.
That's good.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, guys. That was
Oh yeah, like, subscribe, follow, rate us 5 stars. Comment what brands we should snag because
comment on other comments. Comment on comments that are
reply.
yeah.
Oh, share to your friends, guys. We are in thousands of dollars of debt for the league,
Yeah.
so we're really trying to lock in some sponsors.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, GoFundMe, Patreon, buy
We should
me
start
a coffee.
we should start something like that.
We could do like an extra podcast, a Star Wars podcast.
We could do so many podcasts.
we could just like okay. See you guys.
All right.
See you guys.